Hello, it's Christine here from the Museum at Home project again. This week we're in the Writers' Gallery, and this week we're thinking about toys and dolls and games. So in this cabinet we've got some games, some counters, some spillikins, and these exquisite little fish that feel like they're made of bone. We've also got a beautiful doll, and it's my privilege to be able to pick this doll up. Okay. This doll belonged to Rosie Rendell. Now, it wasn't actually hers originally, it belonged to her grandmother. So this takes her back to 1700s, this beautiful doll. She's got a beautiful handmade dress on, and her hair, little leather gloves, little wooden feet with shoes. She really is beautiful. She probably was the Barbie doll of her time. Little painted face. A little ageing, but you know, if you've been around since the 1700s, I think you would too. So I'm going to put her back very carefully. So we're thinking this week about games that you might have played as a child, or perhaps you play with your children now or your grandchildren. And we're also thinking about toys you may have had. Now, this little chap is my Teddy. Okay, so he's getting on a bit. He's got a little hand-knitted jumper. He's a bit worn. But I wonder what toys you've kept from your childhood, and if you could dig them out. And I did a portrait of Teddy. He hasn't got a name. He was always Teddy, on the drawing sheet. There he is there. So have a look for some toys that you might have had as a child. But also, what games did you play? What games do you play with your kids now or your grandchildren? Do you go round the Cobb with them? Do you play in the garden? What things do you play with? The kind of toys that children might have today are made of different materials, aren't they? Here's a car, much loved by my grandson. Shiny plastic. As an artist, I'd have to find different marks to represent the shininess of this plastic. There's all these highlights there and the hard, sharp edges. Whereas Teddy needs different sorts of marks, softer marks, smaller marks to show his fur. I mean, I don't know what Jane Austen or Rosie Rendell would have thought of this, but this is the kind of toy a child plays with today. Brightly coloured, maybe a construction kit, lots of different shapes and goggly bits. But as an object to draw, or to tell a story about even, to make up a story about, he's got a lot of character. So your challenge this week is to look at some of the old toys that the museum has got through the sheets that you've got, but also to look out some toys that might be in your home and make some drawings of them and make some stories up or poems about them. And we look forward to hearing them.